Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for our first New Year's. First up, our first watch along neutral wise of the year. Chelsea versus Liverpool. Life in the bridge. A few changes, a bit of headlines as well, a bit of drama. It's a must win for both teams, really. Winner takes all. Winner literally stays in the title race of City. Loser, they're out basically. It's all for City. And it could be two losers if it's a draw. Technically, if you think about it, with how big the gap is now between now and City, between Liverpool and Chelsea, etc. Obviously, the big drama was Lukaku. He's not in the squad at all today. He apparently had a chat with Tuchel and the players, and it's been deemed that it wasn't suitable for him to play today, considering it hadn't been resolved. Whatever been gone, they've had a chat about hadn't been resolved, basically. So you got Kai Havertz playing the false nine instead. Got no Timo Werner on the bench as well. Liverpool got a few issues as well. No Alisson, Matip, or Firmino. They're all out with testing positive for COVID-19. So Ireland's young goalkeeper Kelly, is in goal for Liverpool. Kanote comes in for Matip. And obviously the front three is Salah, Mane, for the last time until further notice, Salah, Mane and Diego Jota. This is literally the last game for Salah and Mane. Thank God. After today, they have to then travel out tomorrow to their respective countries, over to Cameroon, to represent their countries for the African Cup of Nations, which for Thursday in mind bodes well. So yay. The big up to everybody joining us in the chat. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're keeping well and all that jazz. I will disappear in about 15 or so minutes just because I'm literally multitasking this, doing this obviously, and I'm cooking myself a dinner. And it wasn't really just timing to fucked up basically. And yeah, so for about 15-20 minutes time, I'll pop off for like a few minutes, serve the dinner up, come back, and I'm all yours afterwards. What's your opinion on the Odegaard incident during yesterday's match? Were you on about the penalty that wasn't a penalty, or the fact when he went up, when he got subbed off, he was asking the fourth official what's the ref on today, basically? 3 times he's been fouled in this, that, and the other, and nothing's been given, as in no yellow cards, no this, no that. In terms of the actual, if we're talking about him going off, I've no problem with that. That shows that he cares, he gives a shit. He's asking the right questions, like why? Why are we being treated differently, basically? Literally, Rob Holding, on mind, he came off of Rob Holding, he done all that, and then literally like 2 minutes later, Rob Holding makes his first challenge and gets booked for it, which sort of rams home the situation. Kicks off already, and Mane's giving away a free kick, and Aspilicueta is holding his eye, apparently. But yeah, we are underway, but Aspilicueta is holding his eye. And Mane's been booked for that. Sure. Again, the refs are so trigger happy with their cards, aren't they? He jumped up in the air. Basically, what it is, Mane's jumped up in the air. Got scored. He jumped up in the air to get for the ball, using his arms to levitate. Nothing. No, he's not gone like that and gone cracking his face or nothing. No, it's not deliberate. Aspilicueta's made a meal of it, and straight away the referee's run over and booked Mane. Me. Are they trying to show that they're all incompetent this weekend? So what about you? Well, you're asking me, Trey. What's your opinion on it all? I honestly don't mind. It shows he gives a shit. He's not just playing for a paycheck, basically. He actually does. He wants to win. He wants to be done fairly. He wants to be treated fair. You can't ask much more than that. You want to be treated fairly. That's the minimum you want to be. What you want in any sort of level of football. Oh, you timed that well, Chris. Cheddar's in the chat. Big up, Cheddar's. You timed that well. Obviously, as you've come in, the game's got underway. Within 10 seconds, Mane's been booked. Again, it wasn't For me, it wasn't a book, and they're both gone. Ball's coming over. He's jumped up like he normally would with the hands in the air, and if anything, that's what has bumped into his arm, made a meal out of it. I'm watching you 20 seconds ago. Are you not watching it live? I'm watching it live. I'm not watching the stream or nothing. So. Yeah, even his interview. Going back to the other guy's situation for a sec. Even his interview, you mentioned it in the chat there, Dave. His interview after the game, just for everything that went on, he wasn't kicking, venting and raving. He was calm, concise, and clear in how he saw the game. Basically, didn't slag the ref off, didn't do anything like that. He just even Ramsdale, because Ramsdale did stuff as well for me yesterday after the game. Again, same stuff. Why is it one's deemed a penalty, one's not? Why was one checked and one wasn't? Why was it all while players are getting booked for literally 50-50 challenges, and their players are throwing our players in the air and getting nothing? But you watch, just because I've said that they'll get fucking fines now, you watch. How dare they? What naffed me off, because obviously I was there yesterday, what actually really naffed me off after, in the midst of everything that went on yesterday, the full-time whistle, City players, a few of them fell to the floor like completely, oh thank fuck it's over sort of thing. But they couldn't believe that how ragged we ran to the game, like basically made them work for their points. But some of them stood on their feet still, celebrating that they actually won the Champions League, and literally was it Fernandinho come running onto the pitch and literally had a massive fucking orgy huddle in Ramsdale's penalty box. Like, you fucking what? You're not sensing the sort of tone of the atmosphere, knowing that you've not fairly won, basically, and with a little bit of help from the officials. That's why you've got your points, and the home fans aren't exactly impressed, and you're going, really? Like, you've won the Champions League? Fuck off. Dickhead. Her head slaps me still. It's not that bad. Oh, but you're about being 20, watching the stream, 20 seconds behind. Yeah, it's not too bad. It could be worse. It could be like 2 minutes behind, to be honest. Yeah, it is right, isn't it? This is Salah's and Mane's last game, isn't it? Because obviously, looking forward to Thursday. Oh dear. It is what it is, though. This is going to be because of what's going on with Chelsea. Obviously, Klopp he's not in the dugout. He's not there at all today. Oh, Mane's on the attack. To Salah. Mendy would have saved there. It was pretty much that Mendy as well. It's poor from Salah. I know he had someone on him, but still. You know that, do you? What's it? I think the first leg is their final game. They send it to the. Oh, for God's sake! Of course they fucking did. Why wouldn't they extend the league just in case? Doesn't the tournament start this weekend though? Yeah, come. Either over next weekend or literally next Monday. Don't get any ideas, you. What's the cat? So I'll be pissed off because literally, what was it? The FPL, the FPL app said that Salah and Mane wouldn't be in this game. So I forgot obviously to change the team. So I was like, oh fuck's sake. It's like, even now, I'll have a look. Because it said literally, even back before the teams game got announced, they weren't going to be playing this, that, and the other. They won't be out off international duty until the 10th of February. Oh, off we go. Oh, there's 1-0. Oh, good goalkeeping. What was that? Was that Pulisic? What was he doing? He just had to get the shot off. So he had literally all the ball falls to him. He basically had all the time in the world just to get the shot and score. He just gets the ball and tries to take it around the Liverpool David in goal. And the kid's like, fuck off. Thank you very much. Gets down, scoops it, and they get it away. What is Trent doing? Good work from Pulisic. No, it's also take the initial touch. Once you get the initial touchdown, take the shot off. Chris, stop. Probably not everyone's got their notifications on. Well, not the notifications come through, or YouTube's just been YouTube fucking me over as always. It is what it is. Right, come on, let's get you upstairs. Come on, move. Wait a second. Go. My shirt. Oh, Mane. 1-0. He takes his chances. And Chelsea are 1-0 down after Pulisic basically having a similar opportunity and fucking it up. Within 2 minutes, down the other end, Mane has similar setup, but he has like 3 or 4 players around plus a goalkeeper. Cool, calm and collects, got himself in a bit of space and just fell to the floor and put the shot off. What was that again? The kid? Shaboa for Chelsea with the fuck up. Did he fuck up in his clearance there? What was he doing? Use your feet. You can use your feet, mate. Bloody hell. Oh, no, you're correct, are you? So just change the scoreboard once. That did it the wrong way around. Why is he not using his feet there, the kid? He could have literally got the ball up, either lofted his boot and hoofed up the pitch, or took it under control and passed it out. He instead just threw himself to the floor and went, and tried to hit it like that far from the ground. Mine must. Hundreds of different kind of t-shirts like that now. Yeah. That's literally what I can deal with today. Just grabbed it. First thing I grabbed, put it on, boom. It's a bit there. I usually use it when I do cardio at gym. It's loose and all that, so it don't stick to you and that crap. Chris says yes. Oh dear. Got to admit, it's poor defender, but no, well taken by Mane. It's got me a few points as well. Chris has looked into it. It says Salah and Mane missed League Cup both legs. Would it be fair? I know. I don't know how you're going to take this, but Klopp doesn't hold the League Cup, the FA Cup, but the domestic trophies as a sort of must. We need to win one of them. He's always been, even before he come through this stage of winning Champions League a couple of years back now, they're going to compete with the leagues and all that every year. That was even then, before that, his main aim was just to win Champions League and the league, try to get your league title. He's never wanted to win. He's never been top of his priority list. There's always more likely he was going to go, obviously, 4 steps a day, and more likely, especially now with this outbreak, a mini outbreak, a few of your players testing positive this morning in Alisson, Martib, and Firmino, that he's always going to put a younger, your younger squad at your B squad / youth squad out for especially for the first leg. It's what it. The thing is, if we benefit from that and we go, if he does do that and we benefit from it and go through, I'll be honest, I won't complain. Because it gets us to a cup final, so I'll tell it second as well. That's that. If it happens, if Brentford 1-2-1, good result for them. Yeah, it's Villa as well. Home to Villa, they went 1-0 down early on as well. Danny Ings scoring. Came back, took the lead, and yeah, from what I'm hearing, totally deserving of the win. Again, I haven't seen the goals from any other games today, because I'm going to save it for late for the match of the day too. So this is the only game I'm going to know the outcome in terms of actually how the goals were scored, or this, what the big talking points were. Or the murderer, poor touch the murderer. If you know, you know. Good ball from Thiago Silva there, but the killer with the worst touch in the world, ironically. Let's see. Okay. We just do a space. It looks like Chelsea's title charge is over today, because they're 1-0 down. It's only the first 15 minutes, but they're 1-0 down. I can't see them coming back into it now. They've got no strikers on the bench. Obviously, the only striker they do have is available. They've suspended. They've dropped today because he's stupidness. Toby's asking, right, if Spurs finish fourth, will Melvin put on a Spurs jersey? I think I can speak for him quite clearly on this one. I think it's a hell in no. Not enough money in the world, Toby. Not enough money in the world. Chris, if Arsenal finish fourth, I will take the COVID jab. Oh, here we go. We're going all PC now, are we? Okay, cool. I know we lost yesterday and all that. And do you not think, Chris, as a neutral look from the outside looking in, since Aubameyang's been fully out of the squad and all that, and chipped up to the armband, we actually are playing better. We were 9 points out of 12 as well. In the 4 games he hasn't been in at all. 4 points out of 12. 4 points. 9 points out of fucking 12, sorry. And we've got them not down the road next away. They're not exact. Them not down the road. They won yesterday, but it wasn't convincing. They were lucky. They should have been losing. They should have had Luis off and all that. But anyway, that's another matter for another day. So we've got even in between now and then, we've got to play you back in either side of the FA Cup against Nottingham Forest. So our form, we can use our next 3 games, touch wood, depending on what teams you put out in the both legs, as a sort of a bounce back thing, and get a winning form back and up and running for that game. And then by that, do you not think that we possibly could go there, get the 3 points? As I said, if we come out of January, by the end of this month, we're still in fourth by whatever. Oh, bloody hell, Pulisic is in trouble. If mine are getting booked for what he got booked for, surely Pulisic will get. Oh, someone's getting booked. Maybe, I don't know. But surely you think. I'm sorry. If Arsenal come out of this month and we're still in fourth by the points margin we're in or a bit more, do you not think we'll get? Do you not believe we'll get fourth? Do you not believe Arsenal? If that was the case, Arsenal will finish in the top 4, or are you one of them that has the? all Tottenham will do it because you've got Conte or Man United to turn a corner at some point and their performances will get better. Whilst our performances are actually where, above and beyond where they should be, considering. And if you think about it, the AFCON, it's not really going to hopefully affect us. Because out of the 4 we're losing, one's not even playing for us at the moment at all. Partey is a starter. And the other 2 are basically subs, squad players basically at the moment. And they're barely playing as it is. Uber being captain, you stupidly revolved the game around him. Well, that's clear as day, as I was saying, since he's been dropped and had the armband taken off him. There's enough, obviously, the transfer window is going to be huge and obviously going forward the last few months of the season. But I'm saying if we can, in terms of on the pitch, do the job and keep ourselves in that 4th spot, even if it's by a point or 3 or 4 or whatever, and we make the right signings as well and all that jazz, it's all in our hands, so to speak. Oh my God! What was he doing? Kai Havertz. But yeah, as I was saying, literally, in terms of him being off, the armband taken off and being dropped fully from the squad completely, and being forced to train alone and all that, we've actually looked better. We're playing better as a team. We're scoring more goals. We're conceding a lot less. I mean, we got yesterday, even with Arteta not even there, we went toe to toe. We took City to task and made them look bang average, and they're meant to be the best team in the country, or if not Europe. And we went toe to toe with them and made them look average. And we've got the youngest team in the league. Do you remember last week you Man City? Do you think they did the same with Newcastle? I remember it. How can I forget? But in terms of Newcastle, not in terms of the way we done with City. No, I think it's going to be literally the play like the likes of Aubameyang, the outcasts, basically the players we don't want. We'll probably pass off to them and all that. But not just we don't want, we don't need. We'll pass off to them. Going, you can have them. Yeah, it's going to add as well. Our presence on the pitch is evident without Uber. Yep. Well, bear with me, guys. I'm going to disappear. Chatting away in the chat. If anything happens, I'll pop back and change the scoreboard and all that. But I'm going to set my dinner up. Try this. I think I've got. Yeah. What's that? Oh no. Oh. One sec, guys, one sec. Red card. Oh my god. First of all, missed a goal. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Missed a goal, and now as I come back, there's a possible red card for Mount. Right, time to play on. You know. Oh no, I was serving up dinner for myself and all that. Let's take the fucking piss off. Fuck it, I'll wait till half time. Pick the cat so I can jump on the side. Oh dear, sorry about that. I'll just change the scoreboard, don't I? Who scored the second out of it? I actually missed who scored. I just know it. I just saw 2-0 on the screen. Oh bloody hell, who scored it? Yeah, Chelsea. There's no title race with Chelsea. The new manager bounces, bubbles burst. It's only this I've got for disappearing, I wonder. I've vanished for like 5-10 minutes there. Oh, fucking hell. You gotta laugh. If you don't laugh, you cry. By the way, guys, let me know what you think of the thumbnail, what I did with the thumbnail today. Seriously, usually they sort the fucking lives out. Can't go live every time. As soon as I go live, I don't know if it's suitable or not. Yeah, it's football, but I don't know. Fuck off. 1 second. Right, get you. Yeah. Sake. Fucking cat. Into my fucking neck. Oh, I got second as well. Okay. I obviously know you got the first. I see it. That's cool. Small point for me. Man, boys losing so good. What's going on? Well, it means you don't win a title, so can't let that ram down our throat in the summer. Here's another Premier League title we brought. Yay! It took us. We fell off a bit, but it took us 200 mil plus to get back here. But guys, we don't buy league titles anymore. Got off. Oh dear. Oh, there's James and Werner in the old. Oh, just behind the dugout. Chelsea need a miracle. I'm going on Chelsea. If you're a Chelsea fan, you must be absolutely. Oh, for God's sake! Now what? What do you want? Up, down, shake it all about, yeah? Just for the sake of it. I said I got a second. Oh, there you go. Even either way, it's all got points. Both in the team. Still, even though fucking the FPL, that fucking basically said they weren't playing this week. They're away now, that's it. Bye-bye. 1 second. Come on. How is that going to do out? Good girls. Go on. Oh, there's. Oh, it's in a goal. Is this a goal? Ooh, I don't know, actually. I don't know. Oh, this is that was poor defending. I can't see that City losing 4 games. No. This is the thing. Not me. There are many years. As officially, even though they won yesterday, we made them look up. They didn't deserve to win. Even that, deep down, they know that. And the thing is that between now and the end of the season, as you say, are we going to find 4 other teams to go and play City home or away and do what we did yesterday and actually come away with the points? And the thing is, this is only going to stroke Pep's ego even more because he would have literally won back-to-back titles now with no striker, recognised striker. Yeah, I was about to say that the form that Chelsea has suddenly hit in the last few weeks, COVID outbreak related or not, come at the worst time for me because obviously they're on the verge of going to wherever they've got to go to for the World Club Cup thing in the next couple of weeks. Now I know that because we weren't playing it in them. We went to play them on the week after the North London derby. We were meant to play them, but obviously that's been postponed to a later date. Who Chelsea got in the Champions League actually? So I know it's a tough one. I think Atletico got Man United. So I think City's the only one got. I can't remember the draw. Still think Liverpool are the best team, even though City are well in front. They are just unlucky with injuries. It's not just injuries; it's the depth of the squad that City have, because obviously Klopp likes a smaller squad and things like that. Whereas Pep's happy to just throw money, build a squad, and see what fits. Basically, bear with me again. Stop this now. Okay. Cool. It's another foul again. And no booking. Man Dykes just been taken out. There's no booking. Seriously. Chelsea get that. What's Kai Havertz doing? No, seriously. So he basically had the ball in the right down the right hand side, bumps off James Milner at one point, and then it actually is a foul actually. But it's sort of yeah. Yeah, can. It is what it is, isn't it? Chelsea need to make something from this week here going into half time. Here we go. Ball in. Went for goal. Was that Alonso, the murderer? Went for goal. 2-1. Kovacic with the goal there. But basically the free kick came in. Obviously Alonso went for goal. Keeper punches it out, and it's just unlucky for him that it fell to Kovacic up on the edge of the D, and he just took a tap and then just threw a limit it basically. Hit off the post, crossbar, ish, and went in the goal. Yeah, there's nothing you can't blame the goalkeeper for that. Yeah, he didn't take touches. Like Peter Kane in my adverts, have it. That's basically what that was. The game's back on. Okay, now out of nowhere, they don't deserve the goal, but you know what? It is what it is at the days. At least it's not going to be a dead game in the sense of Chelsea's just okay. We can't win now, so we'll just pan it out to whenever. Oh, something's kicking off. What's going on here? One sec. Possible offside in the goal. Rudiger. I'm assuming it's Rudiger they're checking. He's not in the eye of the goalkeeper though, so he can't really say he's offside. He's not obstructing the goalkeeper. He's not obstructing him. He's not in the eyesight of the goalkeeper. He's got to be given. What was the point of checking that? It's common sense. Come on. You don't need to go and check that to know that was a perfectly good goal. That actually, Rudiger was standing. Yeah, he said he was standing. If he'd been in the way, he'd be offside. But he actually wasn't. He's not obstructing the goalkeeper in any way. He's not touched the ball or anything. He's interfered in no way whatsoever. So why did they check that? Oh. Hello. Mm. Right. 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 Mate, yeah, Mane got booked in the first 10 seconds, Brendan. Literally 10 seconds in, he got booked. Yeah, yeah, keep him. Why not? Yeah. Well, Mount could have been sent off, couldn't he? So there's check. Mm. Mm. I know. I know. It's like everyone after what happened yesterday at the Arsenal game. All the refs are thinking, "Oh, we've got to band together now, so show our incompetence and show how bad we all are as one." Oh, Chelsea. Oh, 2-2. Christian Pulisic with the goal. That was poor defending. Bloody hell! I'm just saying, it's poor defending. Going back on though, out of nowhere. Aye. It's going to get a lot. It's going to get a lot more scrappier now in the second half. Now that Chelsea got back into this. No, but you know what I'm saying. I know it's onside. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's going to get a lot more scrappy in the second half. Now that Chelsea back in it. Oh, they want to have a look. Well, you know, it's his chest. You're not going to say that. He hits it off his chest, doesn't he? No, he hits off the night tick on his shirt. I would as well, if I was you, yeah, because he's not got. He ain't keeping his head, put it that way. You want the ball in the attack there? What's that? Oh, fuck it. Oh, okay. What when you told me about the first off? I mean, the three bookings I meant. Oh my god. And what's the cash out now? 50 something. Oh, it's injury time of the first half, yeah. Oh, okay, cool. All right, I'll go on. What the guy from the takeaway place down 2 shops down. All right, right. No, don't. Don't feel comfortable. Don't do anything. Just be in it, basically. But I've obviously let them know. Just been in it. Obviously letting them know, obviously, otherwise it'll all kick off. Yeah, you're not obliged to do anything on that, Brenda. You do know that. Oh dear. All right. How's work anyway? All right. See you in a bit. Bye. Bloody hell. It's all kicking off. I got 2-1, then it fucking e-phones, and then it all goes off, and then fucking 2-all. It kicks off a bit more. Chris, are you scared for Thursday by any chance? Yeah, as I was saying before, got the phone call there. I don't get why they had to check that. The first goal, we went to 2-1 because it's clear and obvious. Again, clear and obvious. The referee didn't make a mistake. There's no mistake made. It is what it is. It's 2-all half time. I'm going to go set my dinner up. Back in 2 minutes. Well, the cat eats it. Get off. Right. I know your game. Oh, it came down popping down, didn't it? I don't know that. Pop, pop, pop. Oil. Yeah. Something. Like that. Oh. Oh, it's all. What fucking blind? Oh, I'm back. It's a washing machine, by the way. Just finishing off its current cycle. VAR is under obligation to review every goal score. Understand? They don't announce it, but they're checking it, or at least they are supposed to. Oh dear. And since I've been gone, half the viewership's disappeared. For fuck's sake. Right. Parsnips and roast beef and all that crap. We're looking for mince also, that's why it took a bit longer than. But someone's hidden it and it's pissed me off, so yay. What is Trent doing? That second goal side. He's meant to be defending, he's just jogging on the spot pretty much. Disgraceful. Liverpool been so disappointing last two seasons. Last two seasons, right? Well, last season they started off well, Liverpool, the first half of the season. Then from this point on, this time last year onwards, they fucking fell off a cliff. And everyone, oh, there's injuries. Fucking two of the fucking injuries are fucking like 4 months prior. But suddenly it's an issue. An issue that's just been consistently inconsistent in a bad way. I wonder how that Liverpool fans are doing right now. They went on their version of AFTV. I've got this bottle of water. Sorry, I need to drink some of the Arsenal tears. Fuck off, twat. Seems no one wants me to eat that. That's confusing because you're making a comment, but it's saying I've got no viewers. Okay, that's cool. I don't know. City dominance has to end. Well, hopefully, we can. Well, it looks like we're the only team that can do it because Liverpool are consistently inconsistent. Chelsea are just shit. And Man United and Tottenham are nowhere near the standard, and we're building towards that. Hopefully, that's all. Milo, I can hear you, mate. Oh, I can see you. Milo. What was that? How the possum doesn't put in your fucking dickhead? I know what I'm trying to say. Was it auto-correcting that? Stefan's saying as well, George City, they'll be loving it right now. As soon as Chelsea previously scored that equaliser, every City player will be going, "Hooray, it was worth it yesterday after all." I haven't seen Liverpool a lot this season. Is Klopp still drawing? Klopp still drawing his starting 11 from a small pool. Yeah, basically, yeah. Still working with a small squad, using the same players from 3-4 years ago. Probably more, 4 years end of this season. It's basically overworking, and then they have these bouts of form, where they drop off a cliff, and at the wrong time of the season because they then can't win a title, and I think, and they're getting knocked out of Europe by teams supposedly lesser than them. Stefan's saying you'd think Liverpool would have a bigger squad to select from. In normal times, they probably would, but Klopp has that thing. He even did it at Dortmund, where he works with a small squad and just drains the fucking life out of them. Yeah, he's been paying the plumbing, and I can't fucking do 3 different things at once.
Yeah, you ran. I'll be thinking, oh shit, Mum's coming.
They can hear you, by the way. They can hear you. Oh dear. Do you need the oven?
No.
All right. No, exactly, Stefan, but this is Klopp's way. And because he had the instant success of the Champions League, eventual Champions League title, and then following season the Premier League title, he feels he's justified in that. The players must be thinking, ugh. especially the older players now, the ones that have been here for the last 4.5, 5 years, that are getting no younger, so they say. They're dead on their feet. Even Van Dijk, who was out most of pretty much all last season, he's getting no younger. He had a big injury. He's pretty much playing every game. That can't last forever. One sec. Choke. Right, second half back underway. You know what I meant sauces from last week?
Should be in the fridge. I saw it. Unless I put it back in the cupboard.
And also, are you putting that on Supercool?
I'm not touching it.
And I'm just saying, if you're, the reason I'm asking, because someone is, it can't be mine because I've told her already, putting that on Supercool, that food will go warm and everything will go, basically. You have to throw it all away. Yeah, I couldn't find it. I was like, what the fuck?
Right here.
Where? Where was it, sorry?
Right there.
Must have been. Part of this, I must have missed. I think I missed it. Yeah, look, he's just taken it out and look, the condensation on it because of how warm it's getting in there. So I took it off that, put it back on normal.
Mm-hmm.
The weird thing
I
is,
think you put it on super cool when the shopping originally came because some of my stuff in the freezer couldn't get in.
the thing is, we can't do that now because of what we've got in the terms of super cool with a fridge. You can't for some reason. The motor's not having it basically. But if you put it in a super cool in the freezer side of things, nothing happens in terms of it not going. It actually works. What are you looking for?
No, I just needed the flour. It's fine.
It's weird. Not for you. Throw away. Cool. Get out of it. I'm now surrounded because I've got pink sauce in my hand.
You're going to get a kick up the button.
I'm just sitting here, leave me alone. Oh dear, right. It's now 2 seconds. He's back underway. As I always said. Yeah. Now I'm in sauce and gravy. Mint sauce and gravy. With roast beef. I know what that cook. You've seen both cats on the stream before. Multiple streams have popped up on. It was literally here half an hour ago, just asleep. Oh. This is suddenly a much more open game, by the way. in the second half. Bloody hell. Sorry. Yeah, but so I've got two cats. The one you just saw and the one you saw half hour ago was the younger one. The one that most this pops up on the stream every now and then when I'm upstairs. It's the older one. The older one's more super good to me most of the time. Seriously? Because I have food and that's super good to me. You want one? We have fed you. Oh dear. Oh, Chelsea in it. And the murderous Mrs. High and wide and not at all handsome. Exactly, Steve. In chat. Look, we all know the title's going back to staying in Manchester. We all know that. But it's pointless dragging it out. What are you doing?
I want the food to eat.
Oh, for God's sake. Take what's on the top. You'll be there all day otherwise. Just pick, kind of look for it all. I swear, but by the way, in terms of League Cup, I swear, if Chelsea bottled their semi-final at Tottenham, I'd be pissed off. Can't be dealing with North London derby final. No. Liverpool's defences all over the place as tired. I think both are really. It's literally end to end now. Both defences have been poor tonight today. There's not get it twisted. Taking that predictions on the attack. Chelsea corner. As it stands, Steph, I'm going into this game. They're 11 points clear off second. As I was saying earlier, they're going to have to lose at least 4 games to be overtaken properly for one of these two. In the meantime, these two have got to back their ideas up. And then Chelsea, remember, one of these two in Chelsea We're going globe-trotting later in the month. Yeah, this season, Trent though, for Liverpool, defensively, has been fucking awful. What has Marley done there? Go for the shot, you numpty. What do you mean? Oh, you're hopping now, are you, as well? Hmm? I can see your head. Yeah, that's all right. Can you put this in the sink for me, please? Sorry. What's that hole in your top?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was a bit straight. Oh dear. Right, focus on the game again. Yay. Let's look at Chelsea's bench for a sec. See what they can do. In terms of bringing anyone off. On, sorry. Van Dijk's making mistakes now. Bloody hell. Tuchel's trying to hype the crowd up. Be their new Conte. Chelsea, right, we've got Lewis Hall, Manning Sarr, one sec. RC Kepa as well. Corner in. Got rid of it. Jorginho, Sal, Ziyech, Ross Barkley, Harvey Val, and Callum Hudson-Odoi. Oh my god. Chelsea are going to miss him as well this month. Liverpool got Nico Williams, Naby Keita, Curtis Jones is back, Adrian, Marcelo, who would have how you pronounce his first name, some kid, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Owen Beck, Tyler Morton, and Joseph Gomez. Was he? Well, yeah, it was going in, so he stopped it going in. He made a mead of it. A bit of a camera save. And Paul finished from the corner. From Canote. Oh my God, my neck. Really do need to shave though. And quick. Sounds like a great game. Yeah, it's end to end, but defensively, both defences are all over the place. Liverpool's is the worst at the moment. Even Van Dijk's looking very weak. Suddenly. Oh, saying that. Chelsea in attack now. Mane, go on, have a shot. Oh, should have gone far post. Warner. Thiago. Someone go for it. Henderson made balls up there, you asked me, but still. Oh, have a comment about you. Oh, okay, nice. Right, concentrate. Bloody hell. Oh. What are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
Making my dinner and having a drink.
Yeah, it was another close attempt, Steve, but again, if I was Mane, I would have gone for the far post, bent it towards the far post. Make the keeper actually work for it. That would really, if you think that, pretty much at Mendy. Oh, dear. Not good, what was I say? Slightly improved, not great still, tuning wise. Oh. Oh, what is he doing? What on earth is going on? How long's left in that machine?
1 minute.
Oh, that's why it's doing that then, alright. Do something, guys. Just in the attack, though, makes them out the ball in, straight to the goalkeeper. Oh, what was Jota? Oh my days. What was Jota doing there? Seriously. Oh, nice. Oh, what a save. From Liverpool goalkeeper. Oh, me. Really. So, it's that was poor defending to leave him exposed like that, but good stop from the goalie there. I think this game has more goal. Oh dear. Oh, as I was saying, Stefan's saying he thinks there'll be more goals than this. At least two. There's at least two more goals than this. At least. It could go either way. Oh, it's off his shin anyway. The shot. Yeah, this has got at least two more goals in it. You'd think. Could be, I mean, it could be 4-2 for you all. You never know. Look in the floor. Oi.
There's nothing there.
Not the point. Oh, maybe Cater. Getting ready to come on. There's someone else I missed him, but maybe Cater's the main one. Oh, say he's right. Iron Oxlade, yeah, the Ox. So Navigator and the Ox are coming on. Whoa. Few chasey challenges there from Kovacic on Milner. Oh. They got away with one there, Chelsea. Yeah, well, you fucking put your team in the situation they're in the first place. You're just poor defending earlier. How is it you always had issues?
No, it's just that the button was coming off.
It pops off for me. Yeah. You can come up now, the plate's gone. Yep. Thiago's lucky there. He's actually got a touch to that, it's going in. It does, it takes a nick off. Thiago's but goes over, but you see the div in the ball. So that technically is a clear and obvious mistake. So why is the VAR looking at that and saying you made a mistake there? That's a corner. They want to use the get out clause of clear and obvious. I'm going to throw it back at them. It's to be a clear and obvious mistake. Fuck off. You can literally say about anything now. The biggest loophole in the world. Although that was just something sizzling.
It's just the bacon.
I don't want to ask. Yeah, this is Stephanie. This is not a dull nil or possible dull one-sided game like when we saw at one point it was 2-0 before coasting. Chelsea did not like getting back into it suddenly. 2 goals for half time changed this game completely. At least we're not sitting there thinking, can this game just fucking end? Actually, as again, neutral wise, we actually have been able to enjoy every second of it so far. There's been something. There's been something to talk about. Ball goes to the murderer. The murderer cuts in. Passes back to Mount. Could have been a tight match, yeah. And when we say tight, we mean like dull 0-0 tight, basically. And to be fair, before I saw the lineups, I thought Sané and Mane weren't going to be in the squad today. I thought it was Lukaku too as well. And then the breaking news about the 3 positive tests in Liverpool's team, I actually was thinking this is going to be one of the dullest games in the world now. Thankfully, it hasn't been. Liverpool dropped back way too deep. Every player behind the ball while Chelsea got the ball here, and they're allowing Chelsea to pass it around the back. Here we go, first subs. Joshua's going off for Ox. And Milner's going off for Keita. So Diego Jota's gone off. They're going to change the formation tonight, I'd say. And Oxlade Chamberlain's coming on for him. And then Navigator's coming on for James Milner. Right, furniture, madam. What was he? Pain in the arse, haven't I? Right, one sec. Oh, who's coming off? On, sorry. Okay. What's that? Oh, Georgina's going on for Shabala. So they're changing their formation. Of course, the Spurs playing at centre back. Jorginho's not playing centre back, trust me. They're going to change the formation a bit here. It's going to be interesting. Last 20 odd minutes. No, Steve, comment on the screen one sec. No, I don't think either team will be able to draw. No, what do I say? Going into this game, City are 11 points clear for the kickoff. If this stays as it is, they'll be 10 points clear of second. This is either way. Someone has to win this game to keep the title race alive somewhat interesting. A draw suits. The only one it suits is, as you say, Man City. Yeah, exactly. Right. Oh, what was that from us? As per quite Mane fucked it. No, yes. Yeah, it has. He fucked it. Mane fucked it. Now Chelsea on the counter attack. Kai Havertz on the ball. What's he going to do with it? Needs a bit of support, I think. Yeah. Pass it. Okay, now. Christian Pulisic on the other deal. Oh, bit of shout there. Not be a shot for a pen. The shot. Ooh. Okay. There's got to be checked. So let me have a look at the replay before I go mental. No, it hits his face. No. Ten attempts each. How many on target for each team though? 6 to Liverpool, 4 Chelsea. Mane, pass the ball, mate. Come on. He's a good little ball hugger, isn't he? That kid at school. He always held on to the ball way too long because he wanted it all to go with himself. Free kick, surely. Apparently not. Takes a play, not the ball, but play on apparently. Oh, here we go on the attack, down the left-hand side. And the ball's shit into the box. Chance on the other side now, though. Can you do anything with it on the right? Nope. Oh, Ox. What's he going to do with it? Go on. Pass it back. Pass it. Sake. Years ago. Anything can happen. Remember, you might blow a 12-point lead years ago. That was 98, though. literally, what? I was a kid when that happened. My sister was like 2. That's how long ago it was. Newcastle blew. Was it Newcastle? Newcastle blew 12-point lead as well, didn't they? A few years prior to that. That's back then. It's not. And to be fair, they didn't have the financial firepower that City have when they need to go. Oh, it's not going well for us. 1,000 million on that one. They can literally, and people don't, I can't know what anyone says, they can literally throw £100 million at an bang average player in Jack Grealish. It doesn't hurt them as a squad. This referee does not like giving cards out today for Chelsea players. That's a long minute.
Huh?
That was a long minute. That machine. Oh dear. It was 2 points of a win. Oh, you got one Newcastle. Back in the day, it was Newcastle, yeah. But even Man United in '98, yeah. Man United did it. When obviously also slightly changed it, like 3 points for winning and all that. But again, like I say, man, they didn't have, them two teams didn't have the financial firepower to have a squad's worth of maybe two amazing squads, basically.
It's this the final setting for the grill, isn't it?
What's that?
To get the grill, it's that last one, isn't it?
One sec. The second one's the oven, at the full oven. It might be the third one. It's the third one. The one behind.
You had your dinner.
Make sure the oven's empty.
It is. It's my dinner now.
Well, that's not fair. We want 20 helpings of whatever we want. Oh. There's a player down on the pitch. I don't know if it's a head injury or not. I missed that. And the ref saying play, or was saying play on. Oh dear. Oi. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Got ya. Got ya. You're showing your bum to the world. You cut her nails tonight as well. Oh dear. Stephen saying, I think this will be a spending cap. The money is absurd. Newcastle will be spending cash like there's no tomorrow in the next month. And it's next summer. And the following winter. And the following summer. If the owners are what we're led to believe, that have that mindset. Because saying a spending cap has to be universal. Yep, it does. In rugby, it's put in place for years, but Saracens, there was a loophole. The Saracens worked around to give their players more money. I think that loophole's been closed since, but yeah, they got punished for it. But there was a loophole for years. So if there was to be a salary cap brought in place, it'd have to have literally no loopholes whatsoever. Whereas in the Premier League, ain't going to happen, let's be honest. There will be loopholes. And the likes of City, Newcastle, United and all that will work around it. Oh, Callum's coming on. How's it enjoy? Okay. The biggest flop in a full due respect. He hasn't exactly kicked on, has he? In the last 2 years, 3 years. Kai Havertz has gone off. Okay. Yeah, Callum hasn't really kicked on, has he? Since all the links to Bayern Munich gone to his head, but it looks like he's just sort of happy to just sustain where he is. If it's just Premier League, yeah, as you say, that's why you say it has to be the whole football, not just Premier League. It has to be the whole thing. It might actually make the French league more competitive, but still. You want tea?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go. It's fine. And on for your.
Just got it onto the grill to brown the bit of cheese on top.
You mean melt it basically?
You know what I mean? Like make it like a crispy.
Yeah.
Girl that was up there, that was on, not the Voices, the other one, that was causing a load of shit. I've just come in 2 hours behind on the chat.
Yeah, sorry about that. Liverpool got a free kick, but yeah, sorry about that. Chatting back and forth and don't hear all that. Hits the wall. It was a waste of time. Oh, another one. Oh, keeps it covered. Cold Assassin, big up yourself. As a United fan, I don't see us get top 4 this season. Okay. I mean, I don't personally, but I'm basing that on recent performances since Ralph's come in. I think for those of them, obviously, with the rumours of the players were betting on Reading at Ralph, that's not helping. Oh my God. I see us getting top 6. So that's literally like the minimum requirement. If you're not in the top 6 by the end of the season, got to ask questions of players. Obviously, Ralph's only in charge until the end of the season to see things over. But not top 4. Some players playing like they don't want to be there. Some players are there. Some players are, and the chemistry doesn't work. Well, one of them players you brought back after over a decade of being away. He's 30. What is he? 36, 37 now. I don't even know how old he is. Ronaldo. He clearly went back there for the money, for the big payday, wager-wise. If you didn't have Ronaldo, you hadn't brought him back and all that. But the squad, bar him, the squad was what it was before he came in. Ollie will still be in the job, and you'd be probably in our position in the league. Even though being consistent, you'd still be up there. Hey, lick the floor, come on. Oi! Not making the floor dirty. Your bed gone? Bed? No, Stefan, obviously, the comment you just put in there, apart from Smith. But Cold Assassin, he's one of the good ones, United fan wise. He's been here for a while, like substitute to the channel for a while. And he's always been one of the real ones. Whenever he's popped in, he says it how it is, and he's honest. I respect him for that. But as you say, there's a lot out there. Just do it. Just come and go. Fuck off. Players go where they like. When the cash is unfortunately no longer. That's what I'm saying. And that's where Cheddar was getting at. If we were to bring a wage cap in, it can't just be a Premier League thing. It has to be a universal. FIFA and UEFA have to put it in place, basically themselves into the leagues. Otherwise, you see, like you said, in rugby, especially there was a stage at one point. There still is now, every now and then. The best players, not just obviously in the English rugby league, English Premier League in rugby, but obviously in Ireland as well, because I've sport Munster, so I know it myself. It gets to a point where the players will go where the money is, and the money is still, believe it or not, in France. So they'll go there for a couple of years, get a massive payday, and then come back. I mean, Simon's, for example, as a Munster fan, Simon Zebo, Irish winger, fantastic for us, absolutely fantastic player for Munster. A couple of years back, he decided he wanted a new challenge. Where did he go? He went to France. After 2 years of being there, getting his payday, he's come back this season. Johnny Wilkinson did the same near the end of his career. One of the Vanabola brothers, I think it's Billy, went over to France for a couple of years. But in the meantime, somehow the only team in England, or the only team outside of France, basically, with the Salary Cup thing, the only team that basically found a loophole in the Salary Cup system that was in place with the rugby union. They found a loophole, but in the end they got caught and they got punished for it. But then the punishment being relegated and all that crap, big massive fines, they were allowed to keep their players, and they came straight back up anyway. So. One sec, we'll get you. So yeah, except not City or Burnley. I can't stand Burnley. Fucking shithole. I think today really confirms that Burnley are going to be in a relegation battle, and they are going to struggle to get out of this scrap they're in. I can't believe it's going still 2-2, by the way, in the second half. A few minutes to go plus injury time. And yeah, as I said, it's been end to end. The majority of the actual chances got to Chelsea, though. They just haven't been able to finish their dinner. Chelsea in the attack now, though. Pulisic cuts it back. Oof, corner. Chelsea nicked this. Fucking hell, that's a kill crop. But yeah, as I was saying, Cold Assassins, he is one of the real ones. As a United fan, he doesn't just come in and call you bad and covering this, that, and the other. He says it how he sees it. I mean, from his own perspective, he gives his own honest opinion. No, and yeah, that was poor. For Liverpool, being the count, they could have had a chance to count and nick the goal at themselves, but no, it was a poor attempt for the first touch, and yeah. Right. You're doing what I think you're doing. I'm not going to be impressed. Move you. Go. Go on. You got me out. Piss off. Go. Oh, eyes going off. Okay. For Curtis Jones. I mean, at 89th minute, what's the fucking point? Just keep him on now. He's not going to be playing again, is he? Liverpool look out against Steve, the Arsenal misfit. Chris is saying, we have been saying for the last 2 seasons, Burnley look dead and buried. Form picks up and they climb out. Form picks up and they climb out the table. That's been the last 2 years. I think their luck's run out this season because we did the stream the other night when they played United. They played Leeds today, and they're just getting. They've got no answer to anything really. Defensively, they're awful this season. They've got nothing up front either. They're not finishing. They're creating. Obviously, they've created a lot of chances against United. I mean, a lot. Didn't take any of them, bar one. Liverpool on the attack here, Curtis Jones. That's a Navigator. Looking for space. Marks to Hendel. Back to Curtis. Oh, well done. See through. Corner, eh? And the Greek left back turns to the Liverpool fans behind him in their standing section. And Spurs fucking give him more support, basically. I hope not, Tyler. I hope they don't. The poor team, the poor location, they're just crap. I can't stand their fans either. Most of them, anyway. The thing is, if they go down, I don't want them coming back up. They could stay in the Championship. But the thing is, because the owners that are in charge of Burnley now weren't the ones that were in charge when they came up. They've got no sort of loyalty to show towards Sean Dyche. So the longer this goes on, he could be out of a job sooner rather than later. Well, it's your turn, is it? Oi, not blind or deaf. 4 minutes injury time. We're in the first minute of that injury, going to the second. Well, baby, we're in the second technically, but you know what I mean. Looks like it's going to finish as it is by the looks of it. Kovacic has got man of the match. By Gary Neville. Shows the gap between the Premier League and Championship. Norwich look awful at the back, maybe back in the Premier League level, but in the Championship they're too good. That's the thing. That squad they got is too good for the Championship, but way not good enough for this league. And you would have thought they'd learnt that the first time round, a couple of years back, but they haven't. I think they've pretty much accepted their fate now as well. Oh, we'll go back down, we'll come back up sort of attitude. In the hope they keep most of their players. Oh. Oi! What has Des ever done to you? Toad's asking, who do you think have been promoted? The race of promotion is pretty close. So I think Fulham didn't play today because they got their game postponed because of an outbreak. So now they've got a game in hand. Have a look at the league table. One sec. This is bad on Liverpool, though. As the commentator says, they were 2-0 up in this game. They're on the verge of drawing 2-2. Championship. Okay, we've got Bournemouth, Blackburn, Fulham, West Brom, QPR, Huddersfield, Middlesbrough, Stoke. I don't want Stoke coming there. Stoke can stay back there. Stoke can stay there. Sorry, Kevin, but I know your son plays for Stoke, and obviously that loyalty there. And the full-time whistle goes. 5 seconds overtime. And if it's just 2-2, Liverpool drop. An absolute clanger today. They're 2-0 up, coasting the game, and let Chelsea back in it. And that's the biggest mistake of their life. And Chelsea can count themselves unlucky. They didn't go on to win the game in the second half. Far better team in the second half. Who's going to come up with something? I'll let you start. Milo! God's sake. Forest up there at the moment, 9th. Coventry have dropped out the playoff spots into 10th. But they've got games in hand, haven't they? They've got a few games in hand where they can push themselves back up the table a bit. Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to go for. Blackburn, Fulham for the automatic spots. And then the playoffs. Feels like it's good for this. One second, I've got QPR? Not there. What's that? I think it's playoffs, anything can happen, but the top two, I think Blackburn and Fulham. I think Bournemouth are going to start slipping off again. Drop a few clangers near the end and fall into the playoff spots. And in playoffs, as everyone knows, the favourite's not always guaranteed to go up and via the playoffs. Come back to me in terms of playoffs. Come back to me come back when the season actually finishes before the playoffs get underway. But I'd say Blackburn and Fulham. Blackburn have hit a bit of form this last few weeks, so you never know. They'll be outside, obviously, but still. I think Bournemouth will, because literally 3 points between them and Blackburn. Fulham got a game in hand, or 2 games in hand over Bournemouth. If Fulham were to win them 2 games, that'd be 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. What's it? 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 51. So that put Fulham top. They drop any more points, Blackburn go above them. So it can happen. I think, yeah, as I say, I think Blackburn and Fulham, I don't know which way round. Blackburn and Fulham for the automatic spots, and then playoffs come up to the end of the season. Man City won this game. Yeah, that was a perfect result for them, for Man City and Man City fans. Lack of Man City fans, but still, perfect result for them because the gap closes to 10 points. It was 11. It's closed by a point. And Chelsea are going away in a few weeks' time to the World Cup thing. Liverpool now lost Mane and Salah until the 10th of February, at least. Plus, they've got to self-isolate and all that jazz a bit later, so mid to late February, they'll probably see them back. So, yeah. Someone had to win this, and yeah. It's City to lose now. We're halfway through this. We're over halfway through the season now. This is it. It's City's title to lose. Big up, Mr. Bungle. How you doing, my friend? Are you coming? I hope to see you later in the actual match of day 2 stream we're doing. What time is it actually? Can we go in? Turn that on mute. 10:30. So I go live at 10, about 25 past 10. Cool. Colonel saying second half of shit. The second half was pretty much all Chelsea. Liverpool did to be honest, fuck all. The Chelsea, they tried to counter attack Chelsea from time to time, but it just didn't work. Yeah, it is what it is. As I said, it suits City down to the ground massively, and they're going to be fucking jumping for joy now. As I said, it's now City can afford to say lose 2 games and still win the league by 6-7 points. That's one was saying I found a stream, so I watched the match. Yeah, that's cool. Could have come and watched it with us, but whilst you're watching it, or listen to us chat bollocks basically. Looking on the bright side of things, Jack Granite only has about 19 more games to screw us over until he's gone. Because I saw your comment, obviously, but after the game, I was in the chat briefly. Obviously, I was on the train, so underground as well. So whenever Wi-Fi is available, boom, 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 after I was caught, basically. But up till then, beforehand, I was popping in everything whilst it was still live. And everyone's sort of getting on Granite. And Granite should not have put his hand out and grabbed the shirt. Yes, he shouldn't have done. But looking at the replay, you look at it over and over again, or even once, you don't look at it one more time. Bernardo is already going down before the shirt's been grabbed. He's trying to initiate contact with the leg, which, by the way, in right, that's not. He doesn't. The contact is not. There's no contact. Not enough contact for him to go. Oh, and throw himself in the air. And if they're calling it on the fact that he pulled him, yeah, or grabbed his shirt, yeah, for him to go down the way he did, Granite would have had to have gone, yanked him to the ground like that. Granite was grabbed the shirt and was pulling the shirt towards his body. So anything Bernardo should have gone the other way. But it is what it is. Yeah, Odegaard almost lost his toes yesterday due to Ederson's challenge, but not a penalty. Right, and then he almost lost his ankles. Not a free kick, it's a corner. Get on with it. Also, I'm going to bat you in the head as well, on my leg. Like I said, you're going to get flung in the air. Saka, you've asked me a question. How dare you? You're booked. Oh, now you're winning, Man City. Okay, now you're booked. Oh, now you're booked. Off. It's saying something. There's neutral fans. I hate to say it because they're actually in the home end, by the way. They weren't like they got tickets by sponsorships on that, all that, and they're in the boxes there and all that. Neutral fans in there, in at the game yesterday, saying the ref was awful. We were robbed. This, that, and the other. They're saying all the same things that Arsenal fans are saying. Oh, yeah, it is what it is. How are you doing? How are you doing? Happy New Year, by the way. Liverpool are now winless in 5 games. Let's make it 6 on Thursday. We're playing like that, and they got home again. Like Cheddar's confirmed it earlier on, but no Mane, no Salah from now on. Yay! And Firmino's isolating, Germatip isolating, and who's the other one? Alisson's isolating as well, and Klopp's isolating. The man, obviously. So I could be they could catch me off guard on Thursday. But I'm fully expecting a weekend 11 from Liverpool. Sort of 11 that you say they're taking the piss, aren't they? In the semi-final against Arsenal, they're taking the piss. That sort of 11. DSM was saying Misfit, he isn't going to be sold. He's nurturing the youngsters in the manager's eyes only. Unfortunately, his views count more than he's in the fan base. It depends on again. There's going to be in terms of the lots of granite, his future and all that. What the business we do in this window and in the summer is going to be key for Granite's long-term future at this club. If we go out and buy, what's it? I can hear clackety clack clack clack, can't I? Hey! Oh God, bloody cats. Maybe I've got to say now. Yeah, if we go into the business and buy midfield, a couple central midfielders in the summer, well, not in between the winter this month and in the summer as well, and they look to be like first teamers. I think he could be on his way out if that happens. That's what I'm saying. It could be a big few months ahead of us and that side of things. Yeah, I was subbed off tonight in 68 minutes. I think I was like, well, we possibly could, maybe. Maybe it's a big maybe, but again, apart from the assist for the first goal, I didn't see the second goal, but the first goal, apart from that, didn't really notice he was playing today, to be honest. Very wasteful. He did have the ball most of the time before he even bust my head off. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh dear. I think the main thing for us is that they haven't got. I think Yosha's going to have to start because they haven't got anyone else. First team wise, because obviously Mane said they're gone to the AFCON now, and Firmino's Bobby Firmino's is self-isolating. So even if Jota does start on Thursday, whoever's next to him in that forward three, not exactly going to be full of experience, are they? And the way we played we did play yesterday, I'm going into Thursday with a bit of confidence that we can actually pull something off over these 2 legs and get to the final. Famous last words, but you never know. Oh, did you just shout out? No, I did not. I did have this, by the way, I don't know if he was in the... I can't remember if he was in the chat last night for the Match of the Day stream, or if you watched it back or not, but I did have this scoreboard up for when our game came on. I still got it backstage. I'm literally I'm not bitter at all. Not bitter and twisted at all. I'm looking forward to see what our speed up front will do to Liverpool's defence. Virgil van Dijk looks a shadow of himself. Yeah, as I'm saying, he came back from a big injury, got thrown back into the Lions' den straight from the off. He wasn't eased back in. Would have made sense. And I think, if anything, we might either Van Dijk will start. If Van Dijk doesn't start, we'll have a partnership of Konaté and Joe Gomez, possibly, or they could go very. Oh God! Oi, I can see your tail, Mister. Oh, I'm pissed off for this. You are pissing me off. Katie, come and get him. He's been a pain in the ass. Thank you. I'll do a live stream here. Yeah, so that's good. But as I was saying, even I could even see Liverpool going with an experienced defender alongside three or whatever, depending on their back line. 3 youngsters basically in the back line. Ken was asking, you think Emil should start Liverpool game along with Sambi? I think they will. He's been resting, obviously, they've been used properly throughout the festive period and all that. I mean, in terms of Smith, I mean, Sambi's obviously coming back from obviously testing positive. He's still not. In the matchday squad, he's obviously easing him back in as well. I wouldn't be surprised. I won't be against it either. I think we'll make a few changes, but because we've got Nottingham Forest in the cup on a Sunday. I think Sunday will see a weaker team compared to Thursday, but still strong enough to get through. If that makes sense. I think we'll make at least 3, if not 4, changes to the starting 11 on Thursday. Nothing, no more than that. Just because we want to do what we can to get that final, basically. Extremely worried about the referee performance for the upcoming Northland. Oh, don't. Got a couple of weeks away before you have to worry about that. But yeah, the thing is, we won't get told about who the referee is for that game until like 2-3 days beforehand. And you know for a fact, because of all the drama that's gone off, either Stuart Atwell will be the actual official referee for the game, or he'll be in charge of VAR that day. You just know it. We'll see. We'll play that one by ear, obviously, and see what happens there. But yeah, I'm going to sign off now and go and enjoy the rest of my evening. What's left? Obviously, we've got a few hours left of it before we have to do the Match of Day 2 stream at 10:25 this evening. That'll be going on at 10:25. It goes. The show starts at the show itself, program-wise, starts at 30:30. So that gives you a few minutes to come in, settle in, and all that. Probably Mike Dean. Yeah, they're always bad as each other. Let's be honest. Just play it by ear. It's sort of, if you look at it, it sort of feels as well. I guess go touch on it yesterday before I sign up actually. That with our result, the other 2 teams that played just at Tottenham and West Ham, it was sort of coerced, so we say, that they were to win. So then, especially Tottenham, because we get the next game for both teams in the league is the North London derby, and they want people to go into that thinking 4 points between the 2 teams. Tottenham win their point behind, and all that jazz. And it could be mentally fundamental to the top 4 race. It sort of seems like it was rigged to go. That had to happen. That us winning yesterday was the worst thing possible, advertising wise, going for that North London derby, because we would have been 4, 5. We would have been 5, 6. We would have been 7 points clear if we'd won yesterday. that wouldn't look good for business in terms of them trying to promote it, like Sky and all that. But tough tits. Bring on the fuckers in a few weeks' time. Say this now, infamous last words, but I don't care. Put them to the sword. Then go 7 points clear of them, and we don't look back from there on in. But yeah, I'll play by ear on that. But as I said, I'll be back later on tonight, 10:25. It gives you all a few minutes to come in, get settled, and yeah, watch the other games. Was it 3-4 games there today? Watch them games as well. Get to see them goals and this, that, and the other. Go through all the talking points, if there's any, and then yeah. Then tomorrow night, got the podcast coming back for the first one of the new year. Dear. Obviously, main topic is going to be yesterday's game, and yeah, all that jazz. All that's going to be sort of worms can and opened again. But yeah, we'll see. From in terms of Tuesday, nothing planned at the moment. Wednesday night, I'm doing a podcast-ish show, sort of a FA Cup preview show. It's a few days early because it's the only time we could sort of find a viable slot for us to work with. So sort of an FA Cup preview, Arsenal versus Forest, with myself, a couple of Arsenal guests, and Nottingham Forest fan. Fucking hell, Nottingham Forest fan, Mr. Daw on tour. That'll be the thumbnail. Oh, that's going to be sorted out tomorrow as well. So that'll be going. The official announcement of that will be and the promotion of that will start immediately after tomorrow night's podcast. We've got sort of run that home between then, obviously tomorrow night, after tomorrow night's show, all the way through till Wednesday. Really promote the hell out of it. And then, trying to think then, Thursday, obviously, watch along. It's that stream with myself and a few of the guys. Friday, just chill. Probably have another night off. Saturday. Again, nothing planned yet. Sunday, obviously, double Arsenal watch along. First, the women against Birmingham City in the WSL, as that comes back, seriously. And then, a few hours, an hour or so later, the men get to put Nottingham Forest to the sword, hopefully, in the FA Cup. Hopefully. There's no replays either, so the game will be settled on the night. Oh dear. So yeah, I'll see you all guys later. If I don't, I'll see you at some point throughout the week. If you enjoyed the podcast, enjoyed the show and or any of the other stuff we do in the channel, do subscribe and all that. It's all free. There's also memberships now if you can access it. Fantastic. It's optional as well if you want to do that or not. I'm trying to think now. Yeah, smash the like button as well as always. Absolutely obliterate because that massively helps out the channel. And yeah, share the hell out of the stream basically. Left, right, and centre. Be it this stream, last night's stream, like tonight's stream, or what the podcast tomorrow. The more you share, the more it helps the channel again, as always. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Oh dear, come on, you gunners.